Tyrolean Grey Cattle, the energetic mountain breed. Tyrolean Grey Cattle are known as the jewel of the mountains with just cause. Shaped by the environment, by men and women who back sustainability in extreme living conditions. Their strength becomes particularly apparent in extreme weather conditions. Breeders' traditions are upheld, peppered with innovative ideas from the younger generation. Their continued existence is guaranteed in the future. Tyrolean Grey Cattle are a typical dual-purpose breed for milk and meat, both very old and ultra-modern at the same time. The breeding of animals suitable for the production of unique foodstuffs at the highest quality has priority. An important additional service is the maintenance of our cultural landscape, which constitutes the basis of our wealth. The young cattle are allowed to graze on alpine pastures, thus nature is integrated in breeding selection. Breeding is firmly in the hands of the farmers. Bulls are kept on a communal basis. The selection is geared towards the sustained and independent improvement of genetics. The breeding of Tyrolean Grey Cattle is a fixed part of the yearly operations on the farm and is even an important part of the culture of a unique part of the Alpine region. For decades, one goal of the breeders has been to increase the milk yield as well as the efficiency of production. Milk production in the mountains is first and foremost the processing of grass to an appetizing form of nourishment. The Tyrolean Grey Cattle are dairy cows which are particularly well suited to economic milk production, particularly in difficult conditions. It has been scientifically proven that the milk of the Tyrolean Grey Cattle is something special. Some casein components were detected in the milk, the composition of which can only be found in the milk of Tyrolean Grey Cattle. Cheese contains the highest concentration of the valuable flavors and ingredients of mountain flowers and alpine herbs. Small alpine dairies are, therefore, manufacturers of good taste. Foods of an exquisite quality are produced by hand in a complex and caring procedure. Quality is not a coincidence. Healthy udders are the basis of healthy milk. Healthy udders are the result of a breeding strategy geared towards sustainability. This covers all of the important criteria. The cows are healthy, robust and adaptable. And there is something else which is also truly special. Tyrolean Edle, a chocolate in which the milk used comes from Tyrolean Grey Cattle. Here again, specialities produced by hand are in demand around the world. Once again, Tyrolean Grey Cattle do justice to their reputation of being something really special. Tyrolean Grey Cattle have been bred for decades as a classical dual-purpose breed. The cows are milked to meet human demand. Calves get their share of the milk to ensure their healthy development. In the year 2003, Tyrolean Grey Cattle breeding underwent specialization. The stud book was opened to include special meat cattle breeding and suckler cow husbandry. This form of meat production is something special. Milk is made of grass and herbs and meat is made from milk. Thus, meat is nothing but twice cultivated pasture land, in other words, the result of maintaining the cultural landscape. The breeding of oxen is the most sustained and eco-friendly form of meat production. In cooperation with the company Hörtnagel, a separate meat specialty was created in the mid-80s of the 20th century. Tyrolean Grey Cattle are something truly special. The program became a brand, a top brand in the meat sector. The individual steps of all the production phases, starting with the farmers through to sales, are precisely defined and documented and externally inspected. Nothing is left to coincidence. Each and every animal is something unique, and yet an excellent standard of quality is attained. The meat from Tyrolean Grey Cattle is juicy, tender and fine-fibered, excellently marbled and extremely tasty. Scientific analysis confirmed that the meat is rich in unsaturated fatty acids. Yes, the content of omega-3 fatty acids is more than twice as high as in conventional beef. Gourmets swear to it. It brings to mind the pleasure of mountain flowers and pastures of herbs. The Agricultural Center West in Imst is the marketing center for Tyrolean Grey Cattle. In a period from September to May, breeding animals are put up for sale at periodic intervals. The purchase of breeding animals via the Tyrolean Grey Cattle Breeding Association offers numerous advantages. Controlled origin and quality. Breeding documents and guarantee of origin. Performance guarantees and safety. Large selection and possibility to compare. We would be happy to organize the purchase of breeding animals directly from the breeders, ex-farm. The breeding farms are constantly inspected. Special health programs guarantee the highest veterinary standards. Exports of breeding animals are possible in almost all of the countries around the globe. Tyrolean Grey Cattle genes can be purchased either in the form of animals for breeding or bull semen. The breeding program from Professor Pöchner foresees that a semen depot is set up for each of the bulls selected for breeding. Every year, therefore, 15 to 20 bulls are sent to the bull station. The bull's welfare is taken into consideration when extracting the semen. Strict hygiene and quality programs guarantee success. The semen is sold via the semen depot in Rotholz. From here, not only the vets, insemination technicians and inseminators for own stock are supplied, and for a short time now also the farm containers of the breeders. Semen from Tyrolean Grey Cattle are in demand around the world, and as a result of cooperations, we are in a position to satisfy this demand to the utmost satisfaction of our customers.